What are the most reliable and longest lasting mid-sized SUVs that you can buy? That's what we're going to find out. Welcome to Car Help Corner, where we help you, the consumer, master the process of car buying and car ownership. If you're thinking of buying a mid-sized SUV with plenty of interior and cargo space, but want something that's going to last as long as possible with minimal repair costs, then this video is definitely for you. I'm going to go through the top 8 best mid-sized SUVs that you can buy on the market today that have a proven track record for strong long-term reliability and very low repair costs. In order to qualify for this list, the SUVs have had to be on the market for at least 5 years in some capacity in order to prove their track record for long-term reliability. Most of the SUVs on this list are proven to go for hundreds of thousands of miles without costing a lot of money in repairs. And if you want to know which ones are the very best and longest lasting, then make sure to stick around until the end of this video. Let's get started with my number 8 pick on this list, which is the Mazda CX-9. The current generation CX-9 has now been on the market since the 2016 model year and has built a very good reputation for excellent reliability. Mazda in general is very well known for making extremely reliable and long-lasting cars, and the CX-9 is an excellent choice if you're looking for a mid-sized SUV with up to 7 passenger seating. It's not the most spacious 3-row SUV with a pretty tight 3rd-row seat and a small cargo area with the 3rd-row seats up, but it's still a very practical SUV as long as you don't need to use the 3rd row very often. It's definitely a pretty upscale and luxurious feeling interior though, especially for the price point that you're paying. The CX-9 also has a great driving experience with excellent handling, a comfortable ride, and really strong performance too. It's powered by a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine that's turbocharged to make around 227 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque on regular gas. It does make a little bit more power on premium gas, but there's really no need to spend the extra money. Ordinarily, I'm not a big fan of turbocharged engines when it comes to reliability because they tend to be more complicated and problematic over time. The one in the CX-9, however, has been around for several years and has proven to be pretty durable and problem-free. The same is true of the simple, smooth shifting automatic transmission, which performs very well too. The CX-9 is just a very well-rounded choice if you're looking for a value-packed SUV that's going to last for a very long time. If you're looking for something with a little bit more performance and luxury, however, then take a look at my number 7 pick on this list, which is the Acura MDX. The MDX has been around for over 2 decades and is one of the best-selling luxury SUVs in the North American market. Acura has fully redesigned the MDX for the 2022 model year, giving it a fresh design, an upgraded interior, and all of the latest technology. One thing that hasn't changed with the MDX, however, is its strong reputation for reliability. Part of what keeps the MDX a reliable SUV is the fact that Acura continues to use the same naturally aspirated 3.5-liter V6 engine, which has been around for an extremely long time. This is a relatively simple and durable engine with a well-proven track record for reliability, so you really don't have much to be concerned about if you buy an MDX. You also get a 10-speed automatic transmission and Acura's super handling all-wheel drive system, which gives the MDX amazing cornering and handling ability. The MDX is not only a great performing SUV, but it's also an amazing value. The pricing is anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 cheaper than 3-row SUVs from most competing luxury brands. So you not only get great reliability, but you're also going to save a lot of money too. If you're looking for a luxury 3-row SUV, it's just very hard to argue with the MDX, which is why it's a bestseller on the market. But if you want all the benefits that the MDX offers, but just in a more affordable package, then take a look at my number 6 choice on this list, which is the Honda Pilot. The Pilot is basically mechanically identical to the MDX, including the same reliable, naturally aspirated 3.5-liter V6 engine. Here the engine comes matched to a 9-speed automatic transmission and a simple all-wheel drive system, instead of the more complicated super handling all-wheel drive that you get on the MDX. Aside from that, however, there's not a big difference between these two SUVs, especially when it comes to their practicality. Both are able to tow up to around 5,000 pounds, and with the Pilot you actually get a more spacious interior with a huge cargo area too. If you're looking for a spacious 3-row SUV that gives you almost as much interior space as a minivan, then the Pilot is definitely the one to go for. The interior is definitely more on the simple side, and some of the technology, like the touchscreen infotainment system, is definitely a little bit dated, but this is still a very functional and well-built interior. The Pilot is also great value, not only because of its strong reliability, but also because of high resale value too. Bottom line, if you're looking for a spacious, family-friendly SUV, the Pilot is an excellent choice. But if you don't need the third row of seats that the Pilot offers, then you could just go with my number 5 pick on this list, which is the Honda Passport. You could be forgiven for mixing up the Passport and the Pilot because these two SUVs are almost identical in every way. The major difference with the Passport is that it's a little bit shorter, which means you don't get the third row seats that you get in the Pilot. If you're okay with just having 5 seats though, then the Passport is an excellent choice. It uses the exact same drivetrain as the Pilot, a 3.5-liter V6 engine with a 9-speed automatic transmission and all-wheel drive. You also get the same amount of power and the same towing capacity of up to 5,000 pounds. And the Passport has an almost identical interior too, only because you don't have the third row seats, you get a much larger cargo area perfect for carrying stuff. The Passport is an excellent, reliable SUV, perfect for anyone who's looking for a little bit of off-road flavor, but in a more user-friendly crossover driving experience. But if you're looking for a crossover SUV with an even better reputation for long-term reliability, then take a look at my number 4 pick on this list, which is the Toyota Highlander. If you want a family-friendly 3-row crossover SUV with one of the best reputations for long-term reliability on the market, then the Highlander is one of the safest choices you can go with. I often hear stories from owners who have kept these things for over 15 years and have never had a serious issue with them. Highlanders are just built to last, and what keeps them such a reliable SUV is the fact that Toyota doesn't mess with a lot of complicated, untested technology. The Highlander uses a simple, naturally aspirated 3.5-liter V6 engine with an 8-speed automatic transmission and optional all-wheel drive. Another thing that's great about the Highlander is that you can also get it in a very fuel-efficient hybrid, which is something that not a lot of 3-row SUVs offer. The interior doesn't offer quite as much space as you get with the Honda Pilot, especially in the third row seats, but as long as you're okay with that, then this is a very nice interior space. Bottom line, if you just want a long-lasting 3-row mid-sized SUV, the Highlander is a total no-brainer. But if you like everything that the Highlander offers, but just want something more luxurious, then take a look at my number 3 pick on this list, which is the Lexus RX. Like the MDX and Pilot, the Toyota Highlander and Lexus RX are mechanically similar in many ways. Both share the same 3.5-liter V6 engine, 8-speed automatic transmission, and optional all-wheel drive system. And like the Highlander, the RX is also available as a hybrid, only here instead of a 4-cylinder you get a V6 engine, which means that it is a little bit less fuel efficient, but you do get a lot more power. If you're looking for a mid-sized SUV that's all about comfort and luxury, you really can't do a lot better than the Lexus RX. And not only is it very luxurious and comfortable, but it also offers excellent value for money, especially when compared to most European luxury brands. But unlike those European brands, the RX is known to last for a very long time, upwards of 15 to 20 years with minimal repair costs. So if you want a luxury SUV that's safe and built to last, then you really can't do much better than the Lexus RX. That is, unless you check out my number 2 pick on this list, which is the Lexus GX 460. As reliable and well built as the RX is, the GX just takes things to the next level. Unlike the RX, which is built on a crossover car-based platform, the GX is a truck-based, body-on-frame SUV. This means that the same durable, overbuilt design meant to handle serious off-roading also makes it a very strong and long-lasting SUV on the road. The mechanical drivetrain components of the GX are just as durable and built to last. The GX uses a simple 4.6-liter V8 engine and a 6-speed automatic transmission with a 4-wheel drive system. There's nothing super sophisticated about it, but it's definitely time-tested and dead reliable. The GX can also tow up to 6,000 pounds, which is pretty impressive, and you also get a very luxurious interior too, with up to 3-row seating. Most luxury SUVs have become incredibly technologically advanced and complex. The Lexus GX, however, seems to be the counterpoint to that. You get most of the benefits of owning a luxury SUV just in a very simple, durable, and long-lasting package. Now, if you like all the benefits that the Lexus GX offers, but just want something that's more affordably priced, then take a look at my number 1 pick on this list, the most reliable SUV that you can buy, the Toyota 4Runner. If you want to buy a mid-sized SUV that's going to last as long as possible with minimal repair costs, then you really can't do any better than the Toyota 4Runner. It's no exaggeration to say that the 4Runner is built like a tank, and what makes it so durable and long-lasting is the fact that it really hasn't changed much over time. The 4Runner continues to use the exact same drivetrain that it's had for over a decade. All you get is a simple, naturally aspirated 4-liter V6 engine with a 5-speed automatic transmission and 4-wheel drive. The 4Runner also uses the same truck-based, body-on-frame construction that you'll find with the Lexus GX. This means that the 4Runner uses plenty of durable, overbuilt components that are designed to handle serious off-road duty. But just because the 4Runner is designed to handle off-road doesn't mean that it sacrifices everyday practicality. The interior offers plenty of space with a huge cargo area, and you get most of the modern features that you would expect from a new SUV. And because the 4Runner is known to be so reliable and long-lasting, it also has sky-high resale value, which means that it doesn't drop much in price over time. If I had to bet on one new SUV to buy in 2022 that would last until the end of time, my money would definitely go to the Toyota 4Runner. It's not very modern or efficient, but if the goal is to buy an SUV to avoid the mechanic as much as possible, then the 4Runner is definitely the one to buy. So let me know what you thought of the SUVs on this list. Would you buy any of them, or would you buy something else instead? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. You can also take a look at some of my other car videos by checking out these links over here. Make sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. And if you need any additional car buying advice, recommendations, or help with getting a great deal on your next new car purchase, make sure to check out carhelpcanada.com. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.